This is gonna be a long stream already, and I haven't even like started it yet.
Certain critical majority of people who are engaged with politics on the internet ends up being teenagers. Like a new batch of teenagers just takes over internet
This is true.
politics. And inevitably, for a few years, they are super conservative and cringe.
Yeah, this is like a direct fucking lie already. Demographically, more people, younger men especially, shift more to Marxism and beliefs in that nature on the left. That's not true at all. Here's how I know. I literally had to witness it and lived it. No, teenagers, what you don't realize is teenagers are a lot more liberal when they grow up, because a lot of these kids, if you look at the actual movement going on with Free Palestine, if you look at the movement going on with the LGBT, that are pushing more of these radical ideals, check the age. I have been taking like note of this. I went to a college graduation for family reasons, and I will be damned if I didn't see most of that graduating class of young people have rainbow and Palestinian flags. That's a lie. You are actively misrepresenting the truth here. That's not even close. Believe me, if you think that, then why are most of the big time freaking like streamers on the right wing, why are none of them young? Are you telling me a young guy wouldn't take over the freaking storm as a freaking conservative? A young dude doing conservative content would probably be the most popular one there. That's ridiculous. Look at the way they try to market Hassan Piker, who is actively being marketed to younger people, brainwashing them. His entire audience is full of young people. Look at your audience. Your audience is full of young kids. These aren't adults. I've seen your freaking comment section. These are not grown people. These are not mature, grown people with actual accomplishments. These are young people. So, never mind the ESPN alert. So already off the bat, I could tell Xander Hall is making up shit. And demographically, this isn't true. And also, just why don't you open your eyes and go outside and take a look around, and you tell me who are the ones running around in Free Palestine flags? It's kids. Adults aren't doing this. Maybe some, of course. There's always like a mix of everything in every group. But no, that's bullshit, and that's cope. Because if that were true, I don't think things on the internet would be going the way that you think it would be going, bro. I mean, I'm just looking around and it ain't looking too good.
And then they get out of it. We're in one of those like stints right now, and you can tell we are based on what type of messaging conservative pundits are doing.
Yeah, no. That's not a good point. That's your proof. The messaging. Again, look at your comment section. I could debunk this just by showing like a little graduation. I go into that college graduation. I had to literally see all that. What are you talking about? That's a lie. That's directly not true. You really think that freaking older people are doing this shit with y'all? Look at you, bro. You're like 25. What are you talking about? The younger generation is clearly on that side. Thus why every argument is fucking redundant. You will never have a good argument with someone below the age of like 24 years old, because they're just going to call you every name in the book because they're childish and emotional. Demographically, you grow more conservative as you get older. Not to say you're gonna switch to the right wing and be a fucking MAGA supporter, you idiots. I'm saying it's natural, because once you grow older, you have a family, you have bills. You start to realize things in a different light when you get older, that you can't like be angry at the world and think that you can yell your way to freeing a country, or you can fight the world by whining on Twitter. At some point, you have to face reality, and either you break in front of reality, or you basically succumb to the sad truth that you got to pick your battles, especially in life. But no, it's not true at all.
If half of their arguments are just sound effects, quick zoom edits,
But that's what your side does. Half of your arguments is literally the same thing. Or you emotionally attack the fact that, holy shit, you're going to be emotional and go, oh, you care about it. I've seen what this side does. Don't act like your side doesn't have these problems. Now, granted, maybe I'm glomming you in with the other fucking realm of, like, the other fucking, like, side of the aisle. I mean, I'm putting you at the far, far left of the Hassan side. I apologize, but also I really don't, because you guys made a gateway to this. Sweetheart, no. No, 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 no. That's not true. That isn't true. Stop it. I have had to, and for record, I'm not even right wing. I have never voted right wing. I have voted left my entire life. I grew up in a liberal, in a liberal fucking, a liberal state. I am legitimately so disgusted by the left wing. This is why I take shots at the left wing. Now, I'm centrist in the sense I just don't give a fuck. It's not even, it's like a whole new party for me. It's the I don't give a fuck party because I hate all of you equally. But you have to understand when you say shit like this, that's not why. That's yes, it's attracting a younger market, but that's what you don't understand, Xander Hall. This is kind of why your content doesn't make many views and she does. It's to make content too, buddy. It's a business, buddy. You gotta make views to make the cheddar. So sound effects, things like it's an attention grabber for all age groups mostly, but yes, the demographic of 16 to 30, yes, of course, you're completely fucking right. That whole wide gap, yes, I can agree with that. But you have to also understand that that has nothing to do with messaging and brainwashing young people. That has everything to do with the fact that it's mocking the stupidity of others. And honestly, you're attacking the wrong people. You want to talk about who's creating more damage to the trans community. I think you're looking at the wrong person here, buddy. Maybe look at the person causing trouble in Disney World, who is been threatened to be sued and put in jail for up to 5 years by the name of Lily Tina, which you have never really talked about. And that's another thing with the left, with the lefties like this. They never talk about these things. Meanwhile, actual trans creators are calling out Lily Tina, who also tried to trick 2 trans sex workers into having sex with this person under false pretenses. But let's all talk about Blair White because, oh my God, Blair White makes fun of dumb people in her goddamn community, which I would too. Who wouldn't?
And fart sound effects, you know that they're mostly being watched by a younger audience these days.
But okay, okay, because I can't just look at your comment section and show that. Sure, bud. Come on, dude. You think these are old people? These are not grown ups. These are legitimately kids. Half of them, at least, are kids. Come on, bro. Half these people have flags and ties and hashtags and also the bullshit on their fucking accounts because they're kids. They don't have an identity yet. But you okay, you sell that point, bro. Like I haven't seen you watched. I haven't been around your channel for 5 fucking years. Not around because I don't actually watch you, but I haven't known about your channel for 5-6 years, dude. I haven't seen it. Come on, man. And you're one of those young kids, bro. All right. Not trying to take shots here, but you can tell someone's young when they have to have an entire video about how their ex-girlfriend drained them of their money and clown their asses, and then went on Destiny to basically spill the beans about it like an imbecile. By the way, how's Destiny?
So this is very clear to me that Blair White knows it's mostly like 15-year-olds watching this.
No, it's not. I can tell you that right now. You know how I know? I can look at her comment section and basically just prove that wrong. The way that they type, the way that they talk, these are middle-aged people. More middle-aged. 15-year-olds don't watch this shit unless they're watching like the TikTok format or shorts to make fun of this. Like they'll watch Tony, and even then, older people actually watch Tony too. No, that's not true, dude. I watch Blair White. I can tell you this right now, as someone who watches it. No, that's a lie. The messaging has nothing to do with it. It's an attention grabber. That's how content works. It's just that people are a little bit maybe more youthful minded. I don't know how to explain it, but dude, it's an attention grabber. So what?
This video. I don't know what other audience could be getting targeted by this editing style.
Okay.
Liability to them. So I think this is actually amazing news. I think this is the most pro-gay, pro-LGBT, whatever the news in a while. So here.
Let me guess, because the straight people don't have any negative opinions on gay people.
Okay, let me just stop you right there before we get into this. This is the problem that I have. Again, keep in mind why I mentioned Lily Tina. I'm going to do a stream on this. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this up with just putting this main point out there. It's your own fault. You got to understand that this is your own fault. Approval ratings for gay people, and not for gay people, for that community, there's a reason for why they're getting lower. It's not because people are becoming more, in your words, bigoted for no reason. Why don't you actually pay attention? Again, look who I just mentioned, Lily Tino. The biggest, the most attention-grabbing trans person on the planet right now is Lily Tino. That is not a good thing. When you have multiple trans of each side of the aisle, my buddy, each side of the aisle, you have multiples, you have straight, gay, everyone from every corner. It's actually kind of beautiful in a way. Everyone's coming together to unite, except for Xander Hall, who's like stuck in third gear here. That's who you need to look at. Stop this bullshit of taking no accountability for the fact that these things are happening. Oh no, people who have bad, people think bad of that. Yeah, no shit, bro. And it's not gay people they're talking about. Now, granted, some of them are coming out of the woodworks. Yes, I can attest to that. Yes, the problem is this has been let open because of all the things that you did to not safeguard things. You didn't sit there and call out the bad actors in your community. So now you have this problem. But again, you take no accountability for that. Dude, I can literally show videos. There's one video, Ty Rivera, who I'm sure you call Pick Me, did a video on this one this one thing. So like these list of TikTok videos. And one of them was with a black trans person. That black trans person is a trans activist who was a sex offender. Do you see the problem with why no one called that out and said, get him out of here? And this is with that community. Gays that never have this problem. Keeping the buck. When they tried to fucking put that MAP bullshit, they stamped that shit in the butt. Hey, it was done. Done. They just stamped it out. No. They said, nope. Absolutely not. In no way, shape, or form are we doing this. You are not going to glom your disgusting, illegal practices with our community. So understand that, no. You need to... That's the type of gatekeeping that needs to happen here. The thing is, what I'm seeing is my entire feed is filled with gay creators coming out against Pride Month. Not straight, gay. So while you're already mentioning straight people, you're ignoring Finding Sky. I know, Pick Me. I've watched Finding Sky. If that's a Pick Me, then damn, dude. She's more lesbian than any fucking of these little bitches you got on your channel, bro. I'll be real with that. That chick's a legit lesbian through and through. Ariel Scarcella, maybe. I could see it. But then at the same time, it's like, whatever. Blair White, apparently, is now a pick. Everyone who speaks out against this. And I'm starting to think about something. I've been watching people for years. And I realized something. Why are they like this now? When did they get pushed to this? And then I realized the same reason why I'm thinking the same thing. Because I've been pushed to this. At some point, you have to understand your crowd pushed people to this. And you'll never take accountability for that. And then it's always everyone else's fault. And it's that lack of accountability that people just are so sick of. And they're not going to care anymore. Yeah, call them whatever. Here's the thing. It's not true. Everyone knows it now. And people just don't give a fuck. And it's a good thing. I think it's ultimately a good thing to get to the root of the problem.
Unless the gay people get too uppity, right? Like gay people made homophobic people.
Okay. You're so late on this. It's not about the gay people. Homie, I hate to be this guy to break it to you. It's not the gays that they're mad at. It's not the G's, it's the T's, bruh. You're so late on the issue, you're not even saying... I'm telling you, it's going to be a long stream, y'all. Jesus Lord.